take a listen and let your inner artist play, creating your dreams step by step every day. If you're feeling lost and don't know what to do, always remember that you can pivot to the artist pivot. The artist pivot. Hello and welcome to the Artist Pivot podcast. On today's episode, I am joined by performance artist, songwriter, philanthropist, and my friend, Kristina Love. Our conversation explores everything from learning to trust the power of ancestral lineage, the healing magic of music because artists can shift the atmosphere, and embracing life's pivots with openness and grace. Kristina's career started with a pivot overseas, and she has built a thriving artistic home in Germany. Kristina offers beautiful nuggets of wisdom, including leaning into your weird, because that's your superpower, and learning that audacity is the key. Honey, this episode is here to remind us of the vital role we artists play in this wild and beautiful world. Don't forget to visit ayanabay.com/podcast to sign up for the newsletter, browse show merch, and for links to the Instagram and Patreon. All right, let's get into our conversation. All right, y'all. So today on the podcast, I'm very, very excited to introduce a friend of mine. But before we get there, a little disclaimer up top. There's going to be, you know what? I'm not going to say there's going to be because I'm not going to claim it over us. No. But there might be some sounds of life. There's currently construction going on at my house. We're trying to fix up the sunroom and do some things. So we got some gentlemen here working. And also my guest is in New York City, facing a window right now. So there might be some sirens, some people, some motorcycles, literally sounds of life, some car horns, right? So we just want to disclaimer that up front on this episode because it's going to be a kiki and we're going to love, you're going to love listening to this. But just know that life might be like, hey, I want to come on the show too in sounds. Okay, so disclaimer done. So now, y'all, I want to say that on the podcast with me, I have performance artist, songwriter, philanthropist, and my friend, Kristina Love. Hey, hello. Kristina.
Hey, Ayana. Hey, the Artist Pivot podcast.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my goodness, Kristina, I'm so excited to have you on the podcast. Y'all.
Me too, after all these years.
All these years. My friend lives in Germany, but she is stateside right now. And I said, sis, I got to grab you to get on this podcast. And we are here.
We are here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. All right.
See, that's how this podcast is going to be.
That's just, exactly how this is going to be. So y'all,
setting the atmosphere.
Grab yourself a drink, a little water, a little coffee, a little wine. Depends on, okay? A little. That's my iced coffee if you hear that. A little.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Depending on what time of day you're listening to this, it could be water, coffee, wine, libation, tea, whatever you want. And just snuggle on your couch in your chair and get ready to kiki with us. So I have to start with two questions. So number one, which this first one might be a little unfair because it's morning time and we're still both having our coffee. But the question is, what's your water intake been like today? Like, are you hydrated? Are you having enough water?
Yeah. I always keep a water. I try to do a 1-to-1.
Same.
So that I'm not, so I'm not like jittery.
Correct.
Flying.
That is correct.
Yes.
Same. Y'all, why did we both grab our water bottles and bring it to the screen? Like,
it's like
evidence. See, there's the water. There it is.
I'm not lying.
As we both take a sip.
Saying that I have a sip.
Yeah, right. Since we're talking about water.
Not playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And my second question to you then would be, what is bringing you joy right now?
Oh gosh, what is bringing me joy right now? What's bringing me joy right now is spending time with friends. Like spending time with friends is the thing that's bringing me the most joy right now. And I have the most amazing friends in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it's so nice to be reminded of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay. Love that. I love
Yay.
that. So, Christina, I'm going to
Yes.
ask you, what's my first question? So, dare I say that your career started with a pivot?
Yes,
It
you are
started with a,
correct.
oh, you're going left.
Literally. Yeah.
and
Wild.
and I would like to ask you about, right, like how that came about, and
Hmm.
just kind of your time as, an American born artist who now is like, Germany is your artistic home, I will say, right?
Hmm.
Because it has
Absolutely.
become that. And like, yeah, let's just start with how that pivot happened, because it kind of, for you were had visions to go to New York and life went nope.
Yes, absolutely. Well, yes, you are so correct in describing that my career started off with a pivot
Mm-hmm.
because I literally w like my plan was to go to school, do the best I could, and then go to New York and just like take the city by storm and
Mm-hmm.
just like try to play and be amongst my heroes and the people that I had watched
Mm-hmm.
my whole musical theater career up until that point,
Mm-hmm.
from the time I was 14, just like to see these people and maybe one day work with them. And my professor
Mm-hmm.
um, met a casting director from Stage Entertainment in Europe, which is one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world. And he invited him to my university.
Mm-hmm.
My class auditioned for him my senior year, and then I was able to get an invitation um, to audition for shows in Europe. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. It'd be awesome. I've never been out of the country, so,
Mm-hmm.
just embracing the opportunity to have like different experiences. So I
Yeah.
was like, okay, cool. I'll go to Germany after graduating and like audition and see
Mm-hmm.
what's what.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up getting a job there. And I was like, okay, this is cool. Like, I'll be here for like 1 year
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll come back home. And then at the end of the 1 year, I had the opportunity to be a part of a world premiere of a show that was being workshopped in Europe to then eventually transfer to Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, well, this is a world premiere. I get to work with some of my heroes. Like, um, yeah, I did. I moved to Europe to do Dirty Dancing, the
Mm-hmm.
musical. Then right after that, I got the job as a swing in Rocky the musical, where I got to
Mm-hmm.
work with Alex Timbers, Kelly Devine, Stephen Hoggett, um, Marco Santana, Lynn Ahrens and Stephen Flaherty, Tom Meehan, like all of these like Broadway legends and
Mm-hmm.
entertainment legends. And I was like, okay, so I'll stay here and do that. And then the cycle just continued. I kept getting amazing opportunities to work with my heroes, but
Mm-hmm.
abroad. And I never would have imagined that. So, yeah, my whole career basically started with a pivot, which actually boomeranged to me working with some of the people that I actually initially wanted to work with from the beginning.
Right. Right.
Wild. Yeah.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
wild. That is wild.
Hmm.
And so my next question to you would be, as
Hmm.
a performer, an artist, a creative living in Germany, what do you
Hmm.
feel is like the difference between the American industry and the European industry in the way they treat artists, in the way they view artists, in you surviving as an artist?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Like what is the
The
difference?
ecosystem?
What are the
Mm-hmm.
differences between the ecosystems in America as opposed to Germany and artist treatment and that sort of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and even viewing the art, viewing that career path. So I would say specifically in musical theater,
Mm-hmm.
um, musical theater is an American pastime.
It is.
So, um, you know, we we have a musical theater history dating back to the early 20th century. For them, classical musical theater is Phantom of the Opera, you know,
Ah, okay.
because Phantom broke that market
Mm-hmm.
um, in the 80s and 90s. So
Mm-hmm.
um, their culture is basically focused on opera because they
Mm-hmm.
have opera houses dating back to forever.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah.
And the ballet culture, that's all in tandem. So musical theater is
Mm-hmm.
this little oddball out.
Mm.
Um, but it's they also have an amazing culture there and also a great connection to the American theater market.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would say that because of that, there's not too much crossover in other things.
Okay.
So basically, if you're a musical theater artist, people are like, you're a musical theater artist. You don't act. You don't. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, there's just like this kind of pigeonholing
A box a
into
bit?
a
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
But also on the other side,
Mm-hmm.
with the social system of the country,
Mm-hmm.
um, there are also just general, you have a general baseline of better working conditions.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
basically, you get 30 days of paid vacation a year.
Mm-hmm.
Every day that you work on a holiday,
Mm-hmm.
you get an extra holiday built into those holiday days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so you end up getting paid as a musical theater performer just
Mm-hmm.
because of the laws of the land.
Yeah.
You get paid up to 40 days. You get paid 40 paid days of holiday a year.
Okay.
That aren't like connected to sick days or anything like that. If you're written off
Mm-hmm.
sick, you're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's a lot more general job protections around that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I guess like the celebrity aspect of it is a bit different in
Mm.
crossover.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
that's a big difference.
yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense. I was
Mhm.
wondering about that because I do
Mhm.
find that like at least again in the American market, because I've only experienced the American market, right? Like I went to grad
Mhm.
school in Scotland, but I went to school.
Yeah.
I didn't work in Scotland, right?
Yeah.
Which I actually
Mhm.
had plans to, but the whole visa system, the year
Oh,
I
it's crazy. Yeah,
graduated,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
discontinued the postgraduate visa, then they brought it back, and so I was like, I'm going
Yeah.
home. Just I
Yeah. It's a
can't.
lot.
I'm going
Yeah.
home.
It's a lot.
Um, but I do find what I'm, like hearing this from you of like just the country itself, right, has a little bit of a
Mhm.
better social system around
Yeah.
its people, including
Yeah.
artists. And
Yeah.
so that it's, to me, I guess the question would be, do you find that other artists that right,
Mhm.
are able to just have a life where they are an artist, right? Because one of the things I talk about on the artist pivot
Mhm.
is like, there are some times it's like I have to go back to catering because I need to make money, right? Because of the
Absolutely. Yeah.
American system of like they
Absolutely.
don't
Yeah.
support
Mhm.
us,
No.
right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so, do you find that other artists that are like, no, I'm okay, right? Like my show might have closed, but I made enough, I saved enough, and I also have, this social system that I can depend on so that I'm not like running back to catering.
Yeah. Yes and no.
Yeah, okay,
So,
fair. Thank you. Yes.
uh, capitalism is capitalism is capitalism, no matter
Period.
where it
Yes.
is.
Yes, 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 yes,
So
yes.
you do
Yes.
run into elements where you're like, okay, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But as a baseline, I'll just give you an example. Because I had the privilege of being employed
Yeah.
um, during the pandemic, having signed a
Mm-hmm.
contract,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
I was paid up to 60%, 60 to 80% of my salary
Mm-hmm.
while the pandemic was
Yeah.
happening.
Okay.
So I could pay all my bills, I could
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
live,
Mm-hmm.
comfortably. But then I had a lot of friends who were freelancers who had to get other
Ah.
jobs, who
Heard.
had to um, do postal work or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, or they had to get help from the government during that time because there
Mm-hmm.
was no possible prospect for work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so a lot of people did definitely pivot during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, like, after you've worked for 2 years in the country, um, because they've changed the rules now, but you get unemployment money for up to a
Mm.
year, which
Okay.
is 60% of your salary while you're unemployed, whilst you're looking for another job.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to necessarily, um, you don't necessarily have to thug it out,
Mm-hmm.
whilst you're searching for employment. So it
Employment.
sets you
Yes.
up for it gives you a better setup to
To
look for
search.
something
To look.
else. Yeah.
Yes.
So it definitely is a huge advantage. And you also have people who, yeah, they save up money, they build
Mm-hmm.
homes, they,
Mm-hmm.
um, I know a lot of people, because of the vacation time, they're like,
Mm-hmm.
when their vacation comes, they're like, okay, I'm off for 3 weeks in Bali
Mm-hmm.
or in Thailand or
Mm-hmm.
in Australia or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Mm-hmm.
just go and they spend time and they're able to come back refreshed and
Mm-hmm.
able to execute again. And yeah, I think definitely we could take a page from that book
Book.
over here.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, you do make a lot less money.
Okay. Heard.
So I'm taxed almost up to 50%.
Woo.
But when I'm unemployed, I get 60% of my salary back. The roads work. The
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm insured. You're
Yeah. Oh.
insured. You don't have to work a certain amount of weeks to
Weeks.
be
Mm-hmm.
insured. It's
Mm-hmm.
actually like standard policy with universal health care that all people are
Mm-hmm.
insured. And you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
worry about your existence whilst
Mm-hmm.
also searching for employment. If anything happens to you, you will be taken care of. And I think that just alleviates a lot of the pressure of just existential angst,
Yes.
which doesn't
Yes.
free you up to just be creative, which doesn't free you to be in this system.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
hmm
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
yeah,
Thank you for sharing that because I was
absolutely, yeah,
wondering, right? Because I know each
yeah,
country has different systems. And again,
yeah.
none of them are perfect.
No,
And
no,
capitalism is capitalism
that
everywhere,
part. Yeah,
right? But even
yes,
you saying about the health insurance and like,
hmm
oh, you're covered. And also, like, you actually get vacation time. It's like, oh, I can leave and be a human being and enjoy my life and not feel bad about being on vacation. Like, even
yes,
that, like getting to just go, oh, and I still have a job when I get back.
yes.
In the
You can
US,
be
that's for the
written off
corporate
sick.
baddies.
Yeah, you can
Right.
be written off sick for a year
Mm hmm.
and
Mm hmm.
they'll have to employ somebody else.
Mm hmm.
And when you come back, your job is still there.
Mm hmm. Mm hmm.
They can't fire you because of illness or something like that officially,
Official.
So
Yes. Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
it makes a big
Yes.
difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
I I
Yeah.
I I I I bet it does.
Yeah.
So my next question to you then would be like in, this flourishing career that you have,
Oh.
um, what has been like, you know, maybe a pivotal moment or a moment where you're
hmm
like, oh, I maybe didn't see that coming, or I like chose to go in a different direction, right? Like, because I know that you, again, as you said earlier, you were like, oh, I'll go to Germany for a year.
hmm
Oh, well, I have another thing. Oh, and then I have another
hmm
thing. Oh, and then I have
hmm
another. And it's like, oh, well, it seems like Germany is where I'm going to be, right? Which I know
Yeah.
younger you didn't expect. But
No,
in
not
this
at all.
journey of being here, like what
hmm
have been some of your other either pivots, whether good or bad? I think also
hmm
I want people to understand pivots don't necessarily mean
No.
bad things, right?
Negative. No. No.
No, they can mean glorious things that you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that, but like, thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
what has been some of your learning curves, your pivots, your like, you know what? I needed that to happen to me.
Oh my gosh, I've had a lot of pivotal moments that have
Mhm.
really shifted my trajectory uh, in Germany and
Mhm.
um, my life trajectory as well.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
would say one that really comes to mind, I was living in Stuttgart at the time,
Mhm.
and it was my second show with Disney theatricals. So
Mm-hmm.
my first show with Disney was the European premiere of Aladdin, and then after that, um, the second show that I did with Disney was Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Which I saw you
And
in. That was great.
yes, you
Uh-huh.
did. Yes, and that was really amazing to work with that team and to work with, yeah, just legends. It was incredible. I love
Mm-hmm.
working with those folks. Yeah, and I was at a juncture in my career where I was very disappointed because I had
Mm-hmm.
been going to all of these auditions and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, ugh, I feel like I'm going all the way and still not getting what I wanted and,
Mm-hmm.
being seen in the light that I would like to be seen and
Mm-hmm.
all of that. And I just was looking for clarity and guidance and like spiritual guidance. And so
Mm-hmm.
I was on like a little fast just to like, yeah, I was like, okay, I want to get a little reset for my body and like, um, yeah, just reconnect with my spirit. And I had this moment where I um, was praying and I saw my grandfather, my mom's dad.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom's dad, he was stationed in Germany actually, um, and wanted to move there
Mm-hmm.
when he was younger and when my mom was a little girl. My grandma vetoed that decision because she had just given birth to my aunt and it was just
Mm-hmm.
like a lot for her
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
move to a foreign country.
Mm-hmm.
But I was praying and I just had this encounter with spirit, with God, with whatever you want to call it,
Mm-hmm.
that I was living out a promise that was given to
Mm-hmm.
my grandfather that he wasn't able to fulfill
Yeah.
because he unfortunately died very young.
Mm-hmm.
And um, and to see that I was walking in the grace of somebody that came before me,
Mm-hmm.
and that ruined me in the best way
Yeah.
because it allowed me to see the um, power of prayers of your ancestors, of the people that
Mm-hmm.
have come before you, and that um, yeah, when God says something, like it's really a promise to your home, to your house, to yeah, to the people that come from you, and that thing, that blessing
Mm-hmm.
continues, which was just such an amazing thing to witness and to also see. Like I moving to Germany, I felt this ease of like learning the language, of being there. I was
Mm.
like, there's something here that's just it feels like a homecoming in a way.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really explain it. And in that moment, I felt like I was a part of that circle being
Mm-hmm.
closed and being or that promise being fulfilled, and that
Mm-hmm.
was a really powerful moment, and that in turn led me um to yeah, I think that was right before they announced that the they would be doing Tina the musical,
Okay.
which the company also co-produced and produced, well, actually executive produced. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and after the world premiere, Germany would have the show and then continue to workshop it there and then take it to Broadway.
Okay.
So yeah, like literally right after that, I had this breakthrough with
Mm-hmm.
this breakout role, which is very special. Yeah, so that's a
Mm-hmm.
huge pivot that I can very viscerally remember that shifted me to my consciousness to a different level to see that sometimes the things that you're dealing with have nothing to do with you and they're everything about like but they do have something to do with you, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's like something's being manifest through
Through.
you. And
Yes.
that is yeah, that's a big pivot that I can
Big.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah. You're
Thank you for
welcome.
sharing. And that just
Yeah.
like makes me think of like, I thoroughly believe that pivots should be and can be easeful, right? Like you
Yeah.
mentioning, like, no, like this, like, I was able to learn the language, right? Like, I was not
Mm-hmm.
saying that you didn't put in any work, right?
Oh
But it was
yeah.
just like, no, this is easeful for me. Like, I'm learning
Mm-hmm.
this language, and like these things are coming to me, right? Like, I'm not, I don't have a clenched fist trying to make it work, but
Yeah.
my rightly, like, your palms are open, you're receiving, and you're like, this is falling into place so well that there
Mm-hmm.
has to be something else designing it or
Mm-hmm.
moving it along, or like divine timing, and like it's like
Yeah.
I couldn't have done this better myself.
Yeah, and it feels aligned, like, uh, um,
Yes.
not saying that there's not opposition, but there's
Right.
this supernatural grace to like
Mhm.
face it, which
Mhm.
makes no sense
Mhm.
when you look back on it. You're like, so much stuff happened. How was I
Yes.
able to deal with that? And you're like, oh, wow, that was really a lot. But
Right.
somehow I just felt like able to alchemize that and to shift it
Mhm.
into a new energy. And so,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Because I think that, and you put it so well, right? There's always going to be opposition, because we,
Yes.
first of all, not even, sometimes not even outside, it's inside your own thoughts, right? Your own thoughts, forget the outside world.
Sometimes my greatest enemy is the inner me.
Period.
That's a line from one of my songs that sometimes my greatest enemy is the inner
The
me,
enemy is
honey.
the enemy.
It's yes.
Because what?
The tussle.
It's the tussle. It's the tussle,
Yeah.
right? But like you
Hmm.
said, the alignment and the ease. And I truly believe that
Hmm.
pivots should be aligned and easeful, right? Because
Hmm.
then it
Yeah.
flows and it's like, oh, that makes sense.
Hmm.
That is the next step,
Hmm.
right? Not saying that
Yeah.
there won't be
Hmm.
opposition, but
Hmm.
it's like, oh, that was supposed to happen next. And like,
Hmm.
thank you for the
Yeah.
grace that I got through that.
Yes.
And I was like, oh,
Absolutely.
got it.
Yeah. Hmm.
And I might have been
Yep.
fighting the whole time, but I got through it, and
Oh
now I'm
my
here.
God. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You're like, how did I
Yes.
get the strength to do that? Oh, wow, that
Mhm.
was bigger than me. It was something inside of me that was like
Mhm.
pushing me forward,
Mhm.
to this
Mhm.
next destination. So, yeah,
Absolutely.
that moment really reset me to really decide, okay, so when they announced that project, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Because
Yeah.
I was like, so jaded and so like
Mhm.
sad and tired, burnt out. But
Mhm.
yeah, just a beautiful pivot and shift.
Right. And that shift,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that shift allowed you to, like you said, audition and go, no, no, I'm gonna
Mhm.
do it, because
Mhm.
now look what happened, right? Like, you
Yeah.
played the role of Tina, you met Tina Turner, like, girl, like, what?
I know.
Right? So it's like that shift allowed you to fulfill what needed to be fulfilled and to
Absolutely.
experience what was meant for you.
Mhm.
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Just living with an open heart,
Mhm. Mhm.
no matter
Mhm.
what happens, just like
Yes.
allowing the tenderness of your heart and to remain tender and to be sensitive to where
Mhm.
you feel like that little dream in your heart is calling you.
Oh, correct.
Mhm.
Correct.
Mhm.
And I know that that's hard right now because
Mhm.
of the world and
The
life.
world. Oh my
But
gosh.
like,
Yeah.
I'm constantly talking to my aunt about the duality of things,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Like, she also, I'll just be like, ugh, about something, and she'll look at me. So she went to Bali a couple years ago, and she'll
Mhm.
look at me and do this double finger thing and be like,
Yeah.
good and bad born together, because that's what the guide in Bali
Yes.
kept telling her, good and bad
Yeah.
born together, right? Like, we live in
Mhm.
the duality right now of
Yeah.
like you're saying, right? Keep an open heart, keep that dream inside of you, keep the light, but
Yes.
also at the same time, we have to hold space that the world is literally on
On
fire.
fire. Literally. Yeah.
Literally.
Literally on fire. And also like the world in this time needs stories. It
Mm-hmm.
needs, we are the scribes and the historians of our time. You
Mm.
know,
Yes.
when monuments crumble, when certain things crumble, like art, songs, that sort of thing will remain. Like that
Mm-hmm.
is something that is, um, yeah, that is, it's just so powerful.
Yeah.
Art and it disarms you because you can just look at it and you can see yourself. It's universe. It's a universal language, you know.
Yes.
And I look at history and you're just like, you look at songs, you look at
Mm-hmm.
plays, you look at certain things like that, and you're like, oh wow, they were doing this at this time.
Mm-hmm.
They were doing this at this time. It's incredible. You know, that through times where it seemed like the world actually was on fire, that
Yes.
the artisans were the people that provided manna for people in a wasteland to live from, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And the world needs us. The world
Mm-hmm.
needs artists. The world needs storytellers. The world needs hope bringers. And that's why we're
Mm-hmm.
so sensitive to the zeitgeist, to what's
Yeah.
happening and everything. We're so sensitive because we're meant to shift. Everything is sound, everything is vibration, everything is that. And so what is our answer to the sound? What is our power? What are we speaking to
Mm-hmm.
the sounds that are trying uh, to rob us of our very humanity and the things that we are born from? We are born out of love. And so,
Mm-hmm.
what are we speaking to these oppositional forces? Are we
Yeah.
speaking love to it and authority? Are we shifting the atmosphere with our voices?
Mm-hmm.
Or do we believe that it doesn't matter, you know?
Mm.
And do we give
Yeah.
up and shy away, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and believe that we're alone?
Right.
No, we're not alone actually. The greatest lie is that we are alone and that
Mm-hmm.
what we what we do doesn't matter.
Right.
I know in your
Right.
questionnaire, you were like, um, what are some, what was the verbiage?
Yeah. I
It was like, yeah, can you, yeah,
I
the
was
the
I'll tell it
thoughts
for you.
that,
Yes, the thoughts. The
yeah.
thoughts. Okay, so yes. I asked hold on, let me pull it up. Oh yes,
Okay.
okay. So this is what I ask one of the questions I ask on my questionnaire, y'all. So it's I say, I believe that even though we want to pivot in life and career, we can have limiting
Mhm.
beliefs that hold us back.
Yes.
And then I asked, have you identified any limiting beliefs that you have about yourself while trying to pivot?
Yes. Like,
Yes.
and just in my life, like,
Mhm.
it's so weird. One of my greatest fears is working really, really hard for something and doing all
Mhm.
of the right things
Mhm.
and the result not manifesting and it not meaning anything, and it
Mm.
not being worth anything.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest lie
Yeah.
anybody could ever believe, that
Right.
their very existence is insignificant.
Correct.
Because when you think about all the people that it took for you to even exist in this moment, it makes me want to
Yes.
cry. Like it just makes it, it breaks me down in the most beautiful way, because
Mhm.
I'm like, how can anybody feel like they don't matter when
Correct.
so many, it took so much for them to live and
Mhm.
just to exist in this very moment?
Yes.
So how can a smile to
Mhm.
somebody that's crying, a little tissue, a little,
Mhm.
to just listen to somebody for 5 minutes, how could that not matter?
Mhm.
That can change the trajectory of somebody's life. That those
It
little things
can.
are the pivotal moments. And so,
Mhm.
I think the greatest limiting belief that I'm trying to shake off in this
Mhm.
lifetime is that my existence, my works are insignificant, because
Mhm.
even though I may not be able to see them now,
Mhm.
that energy is it, this energy is, it doesn't dissipate. It's transmuted, and
Yes.
eh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, it means something. It matters. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It does. It does,
Mhm.
right? And I have those moments too where I sit and I'm just like, wow, the amount of people that had to live and
Mhm.
survive for me
Oh.
to be here,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Like past my great great grandparents, like people,
Literally.
like all of the people in my bloodline on both
Mhm.
sides that had to
Absolutely.
live and
Live.
survive for me
All
to
the
be
people I
here.
look like. Yeah,
All
all
the
the people
people
I
I
look
look
like.
like,
Like that I never met. It's like,
all of them.
whoa.
It's
All the people that I
crazy.
have characters, characteristics
Yes.
from, like all the people
Yes.
that I get little habits that I don't even know. I'm
Yes.
like,
Yes.
epigenetics is crazy. I'm
Eh,
like, wild. Yeah,
wild.
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 Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're just like, wait, what? Like, wait.
Hmm.
You just,
Yeah.
it like,
It
it
will
takes
break
me,
your brain.
yes, it literally, it'll break your brain because you're like, wait, how many people, can we even calculate how many people that, like, what?
Nope.
Like, and so for that reason alone,
Get up.
get
Go
up.
for it.
Your life
Go for it.
matters.
Yeah.
Go for it,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Because
Hmm.
there's also something I think pushing you, right? Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna butcher this, but I saw this like quote, I think it was Pinterest or some one of those, that it was like when you like ask your grandmother for a prayer or pray or something like that, there's about 10,000 grandmothers that turn and listen. I'm gonna
Oh,
have to find it.
that is so funny. I think there's this Maya Angelou quote. She's like, I
Mm-hmm.
come as one and I stand as 1,000 or 10,000 or something like that. So
Yes.
it's like something along that vein as well. And
Mm-hmm.
I literally got to feel this. I was living in Germany at the time, but I was visiting from New York, and I got the news that my great grandmother was passing away.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to fly to Cincinnati, where I was
Okay.
born,
Yeah.
um, and where most of my family still lives, to
Mm-hmm.
say goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because with me going back, I wasn't going to be able to make it to the funeral and all of
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and we were very close. Her birthday was
Oh.
one day before mine. Like,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
the first great grandchild from
Okay.
her first grandchild. So, you
Yes.
know,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, special
yeah. So,
connection. Yes.
yes, we
Mm-hmm.
really had a special connection.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember walking in the room, and she wasn't conscious at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have her hands as well. I put my hands on her hands, and
Mm-hmm.
I literally could feel her prayers for me. I could
Mm.
viscerally feel the energy of her interceding for me. And
Yeah.
all I could say was, thank you. Like, thank you for your prayers.
Yeah.
Thank you for loving me.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is so real. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe that on the other side as well, she's still, interceding for
Receiving.
me, and like
Mm-hmm.
a part of that girl get up, girl, girl go for it
Yes.
thing that's inside of me when I am down on my luck, and I just hear and feel this energy that's like, no, you don't get to quit.
Uh-huh.
You don't get to quit. Get
Mm-hmm.
up. You got this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Mm,
Oh, that's beautiful.
yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing that.
You're
Yes.
welcome. I love my
Yes.
mom.
Oh,
She's my
yes.
mama.
She's your mama. Yes.
Yeah.
Yay. Yay.
Hmm.
So, within that vein, I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you about like your own music. So,
Yeah.
at the time of this recording right now, y'all, I'm gonna shout out my friend. Kristina just had her debut New York City Cabaret, which was
Yay.
amazing, and she did for the first time some of her original music for an audience, and it was
Yay.
fire. Okay,
Thank you.
so I want you. Oh, you're very welcome. I want you to talk about you as a singer-songwriter, right? Have you
Mm-hmm.
always been a singer-songwriter? Is that something that was new, that was like, I'm now in Germany and I need my own, like outlets?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, just talk about like your process and some of your songs and like the fact that this does matter, your voice matters and what you have to say matters.
Thank you so much. So I wrote my first song at age 12.
Okay. Okay.
So I remember I was in Cincinnati for one summer with my dad and his family,
Mhm.
and um yeah, like I needed some privacy, and my private space was the bathroom. And I just locked myself in the bathroom with a little notepad on sitting on the floor.
Mhm.
And I just started writing. I journaled a lot.
Okay.
I love journaling, and have always been somebody that maybe sometimes can't always find the immediate words in like
Mhm.
points of conflict or um, or when I'm having big feelings. Sometimes I
Mhm.
can't accurately communicate them, but
Mhm.
then I can write them down and just like make them be as messy as possible, and that somehow would put them together,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
put my thoughts together. I found out I was born during Mercury retrograde, so that makes sense.
Okay. Yes.
Like
Yep.
communication, it's like
Uh-huh. You're
I
like,
need a
"Oh,
minute to
got it."
compartmentalize these thoughts.
Mhm. Mhm.
But like yeah, so I love writing music, and I just love the power of songwriting and
Mhm.
and just what songs mean to me, where they take me. I remember one day I just had this moment where I was like, oh, I want to listen to songs from,
Mhm.
you know, middle school and high school. And I just turned on a playlist, and I was literally transported back to the hallways. I was transported back to the dances. I was transported
Mhm.
back to the theater competitions, the debate competitions, the basketball games, like
Yes.
the
Yep.
pep rallies, all of
Mhm.
that. Like
Mhm.
it brought me back, and it brought so much joy to me. It also brought back heartbreak. It brought back so
Mhm.
many things. And I was like, what a beautiful relationship I have with these songs. And uh, um, yeah, like music is just so powerful, and it can be a
Mhm.
beautiful companion.
Mhm.
And so yeah, I wrote my first song when I was 12, um and wrote throughout high school.
Mhm.
And during college, I didn't really have time because I was colleging.
Correct. Uh-huh. Mhm.
And then I just had this really like nostalgic moment, and when I'd come back from visiting family at home and wanted to listen to songs from the time that I just explained about,
Mhm.
and I was like, oh, I want to start writing again.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I just would take down little things that I hear or see. I'd get melodies sometimes in my sleep in the middle of the
Mhm.
night. And so I
Mhm.
always had my phone next to me, and I'd be like, "Du-du-du," I'd sing the melodic line, and
Mhm.
I was like, I want to give people the same feeling that these songs give me.
Mhm. Mhm.
I want my song to accompany them through their first heartbreak, through burying a family member,
Mhm.
all of those things. Like I have very strong memories. I remember when my great grandfather passed, I listened to a chorus line
Mm.
nonstop. That
Yeah.
soundtrack is just so like ingrained in my memory for giving me hope during that time, because it was the end of my senior year and I was prepping for college and like writing scholarship essays and all of that
Mhm.
stuff. And that song is all about getting in the trenches for a dream, for what you
Mhm.
love. And
Yes.
so subconsciously I was like having these anthems literally singing over me to like equip me and try to, motivate me to keep going. So
Mhm.
I guess I just always wanted to provide that for other people. When I was young, I'd say, I want to be a famous recording artist
Uh-huh.
so that I can come back to Broadway and do amazing shows,
Yes.
and be like the
Yes.
celebrity guest. But
Mhm.
I'll be a musical theater girl. So it'd be
Yes.
like I'm coming home, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
So that was a dream of mine from the time I was a little a teenager. And
Yeah.
so yeah. And so now I'm just like, my perspective has changed. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I've changed as a woman. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that, like I said before, like, I think the biggest lie that we could ever believe is that we're alone.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like the most powerful thing that you can do is to be vulnerable with people and share your story.
Mm-hmm.
And in order so that people can also see that they're not alone in this world, and that maybe there's some similarity that gives someone hope to continue carrying on. And
Right.
that's what I want to do with my music. And
Yeah.
that has gotten me to 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 get back out there and,
Mm-hmm.
just share my music, because I am a bit of a perfectionist. So that's why none of it is on a
Mm-hmm.
platform, because I have to
Girl.
find the right thing. But also,
Mm-hmm.
um, our friend Sala,
Mm-hmm.
um, also is like, released and out there
I
is
love
better than, like, you have to share it. You have to
you
share
do.
it. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna co-sign with Salah. You have to share it. You have to share.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, Christina. You were talking to a fellow perfectionist. You were
Yes.
talking to someone who gets stressed before
Yes.
releasing things, right?
Oh my
But
gosh, yeah.
you have to put it out there. And it's one of those things like, I'm not going to take on opinions of somebody else, because guess
No,
what? What you should have put out, you didn't put out, but I put out what I needed to put out into the
that
world.
part.
And if you want to have
Yes.
an opinion about it, you can, but I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Right?
often the people that have the biggest opinions are the people battling with the biggest disappointment for what they didn't do. And it's just a
That part.
projection. It's just a
Yes.
projection, like their projection of fear upon you.
Yes.
I see so many people that are just audacious, and you're just like, wow, that's the key. The key is
That's
audacity.
it.
It's
Yeah.
not having the most refined product, it's not having the most perfect thing. Like, there's a saying that God takes care of idiots and babies, because they just don't know the things that they're walking into. And it's just like, those are the people that just like, they walk into something and they're like, I didn't know. Like, I mean, the same thing with me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
when I went to Germany at
Mm-hmm.
the age of, how old was I? I was 21, like,
Mm-hmm.
moving to Germany and just being like, people like, that was really brave. And I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I didn't even know how brave it was. I just knew I had to
Mm-hmm.
go to work,
It,
like that
right.
sort of thing. It's just like, I was
Yeah.
just taking the next
Step.
logical
Step.
step. Like,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
The next logical step. To you,
yeah,
though, to a lot of people, that's not
mhm,
logical, but to you, it was, because of who
yeah,
you are, because of where you
mhm,
were, because of your open heart, because if you're like,
yeah.
I'm going to go, it's a musical theater job. Why wouldn't I go? What are y'all talking
Oh
about?
my
Bye.
gosh. And I get to see the world.
Correct.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
So,
like, you're right. Audacity
yeah.
is the key.
Audacity is the key. I'm learning more and more. Audacity is the key. Just be
Mm-hmm.
audacious. Just create. Just make stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just make stuff. It's gonna resonate with somebody. It's gonna resonate with somebody.
That right there.
Yeah.
That right there. It's going to
Yeah.
resonate with somebody. Yes.
Yeah. And it's the gift. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna die. We're all like, nobody's gonna survive this life. And I've been reading a lot of like deathbed confessionals and that sort of
Mm-hmm.
thing, and just
Mm-hmm.
like, people at the end of their life, they are not worried about the the hours they didn't work at
Mm-hmm.
work. They're worried about not spending time with their families. They're
Mm-hmm.
worried about, like, they're regretting, I wish I
Mm-hmm.
hadn't lived my life for other people instead of living it for myself.
Oh, yes.
Because they start to see at the end that, like, the gift that was inside of them, it's singular for this lifetime. You will never
Yes.
exist in this form, in this time. Like, this life is so precious. Like, there will never be
Yes.
another iteration of myself, exactly, my DNA,
Mm-hmm.
my spirit, in
Mm-hmm.
any other lifetime, in any other space.
Right.
Like, that is singular, and that is so special and so sacred. And so it's just about being audacious and sharing that, so that at the end
Yeah.
of it, you leave empty. I want to leave empty. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to regret. I don't want to regret
Mm-hmm.
what I didn't do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, exactly.
I want to give the gift. Give the
Yes.
gift.
Give the gift. Give the
Yeah.
gift, right? Because that's
Yeah.
yours to give.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Kristina,
Hmm.
thank you so much for sharing and being
Thank
on
you,
the
Ayana.
show.
Thank you for having
Ah,
me.
you're so welcome. You're so very welcome. Thank you. And the
Thank
last
you.
question I have for you would be
Mhm.
like, what would be your nugget of wisdom and your word of advice to other artists and creatives and just like creative human beings, as I also like to say?
Yes. So, a nugget of information, a
Mm-hmm.
nugget, some pearls of wisdom that I
Mm-hmm.
would give to my fellow community and to aspiring artists or
Mm-hmm.
people that are just, in a rut and trying to move forward is to lean into your weird.
Mm.
Like the thing that you think is the thing that makes you unworthy to
Mm-hmm.
exist in the rooms that you walk into is exactly
Mm-hmm.
what those rooms need.
Mm.
Um, and the more I lean into that, the more I feel empowered, the more I feel
Mm-hmm.
enabled to, yeah, the more healthy I feel, um, the more I realize that the rooms that I'm in become enriched because I dared to be who I was, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Lean into your weird. It's your superpower.
Mm-hmm.
Lean into your weird. It's your superpower. That's the
Yeah.
nugget of wisdom I leave because the very things that you bash yourself down for not having, for not accomplishing, for not doing, or for even being
Mm-hmm.
is the very thing that this world needs,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
these rooms need that you walk into. Lean into it. Don't
Mm-hmm.
become anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm. Period. You wrap that up in a nice little bow. Yes.
Uh,
Hey,
in a
hey.
bow. It's my nervous tick
It's
singing.
sing it.
It's what it
Listen,
is.
and we'll
Yeah.
take it. I like your nervous tick. We'll take it.
Yes.
We'll take it. We'll take it. All
Oh
right.
my gosh.
So Miss Kristina, where can the
Miss
people find
Ayana.
you out here on the interwebs?
You can find me on at Kristina Love Official
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram. I'm not really on TikTok like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can find me at Kristina Love Official, and Instagram's my main platform. I'll
Okay.
diversify more, but I'll give you that information
But do
as
you
it
have to
comes.
diversify more?
I don't know. I mean, I'd love to,
Fair.
uh, but I have to find something that I can
Keep up with.
sustainably track. Like I'm
Mm-hmm. There
like,
you go.
I don't want to be spread or on my phone all day or have to
Correct.
hire somebody to do that.
To do
But
that. Yes. That makes
yeah,
sense. Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Love that. Thank you.
yeah.
Don't worry, y'all. I'll put all that in the show notes, her website and
Mm.
the Instagram, so it's easily clickable, so
Yeah.
y'all will have it.
Yay.
And I must say to you that I acknowledge you, I
Mm.
celebrate you, and I
Mm.
uplift you.
Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. And I give all of that back to you. Thank you for this podcast. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for creating this platform. And I wish you all the best.
Oh, thank you so
Yes,
much.
really.
Thank you,
Yeah.
and you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for
Mm.
joining me.
Thank you for having me.
This show is hosted and produced by me, Ayana Major Bay. Theme song lyrics written by Ayana Major Bay and Melissa Victor. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this show with your friends. Links to the newsletter, merch, and Instagram are in the show notes. Talk to you soon. We Audition is the video chat community where actors can audition, self-tape, rehearse, and get expert industry advice. Get instant self-tape readers through video chat, browse through the dedicated actor meditations, podcasts, and books, meet casting directors in the virtual green rooms, and also make money by becoming a reader for other actors. If you join We Audition and use code PIVOT, you will receive a 25% discount on your membership. Link in the show notes.